All right, everybody.
Here we go.
Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented and beautiful Sunny Mabrey. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you guys?
Fantastic.
I'm fine, but do you have a mask you could put on? You're very ugly. And you're offending me by I have to look at you through the whole interview.
I've got some really good key lighting coming. It's beaming right in on the old face, so.
You need it. Are you married?
Wait, we have to introduce everybody.
Wait, I got to get this gossip before we go on. Are you married?
I am. I'm married to another actor. His name is Ethan Embry.
Are you really married to Ethan Embry?
Yeah. Do you guys know him?
I've asked him to come on the show. He follows me on Twitter. I love him.
Oh,
so
good.
He hasn't come on our show, so divorce the son of a bitch.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you're married to Ethan Embry. He's like the coolest dude ever. He's the son on Jane Fonda's show.
I know. What, you think I'm stupid?
Grace and Frankie. Plus, he's also Empire Records for me is like one of the greatest like movies like ever. Like I'm old, so like for me that's like such a great movie, and he's such a great actor. And I was wondering because you've been in a couple movies with him, and I was even gonna bring it up like, wow, what's Ethan Embry like? Because you've been in a bunch of films with him, and I love him to death, and you're married to him, so I guess he's pretty cool.
Anyway, getting back to your face, you are absolutely beautiful.
Thank
you remind me so much of the fabulous actress of the 1960s and 70s, Carol Lindley. She was in the original Poseidon Adventure with Shelley Winters. When the ship went upside down, she was the young, beautiful blonde that was singing. She sang that song.
I just have Google searched her very quickly, and I see what you're saying there. Yeah, we
same hair, same cheekbones. You could play her life story. You look like Carol Lindley, and she was a beauty. I mean, and poor thing has MS now. You know, age and disease really wrecks people, but she's still beautiful.
Absolutely. So let me introduce you to everybody. This is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Ron Russell.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Ron. How are you?
I'm good, honey.
I'm Jimmy Star. We have behind the boards. Our man behind the boards is Chad Murphy. So say hi to Chad.
Hello.
Hi, Chad.
Hey, Sunny. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great voice, like he has such a great voice, and
you belong on a magazine cover for like American Pie. No, you're the idea of what all Americans look like in fashion and Vogue. Cheryl Tiegs, that type. You know, you have that wonderful.
She's too young to know who Cheryl Tiegs is. Do you know who Cheryl Tiegs is?
Yeah, I'm not.
Another beauty you look like.
Look at the pictures. He's putting up all kinds of pictures of her. Okay, hold on. We also have a chat room full of people, so say hello to everybody.
Oh, look
at
that picture.
Hi, everybody in the chat room. How are y'all?
Absolutely fantastic. So where are you actually? Are you in California?
Yeah, I'm in LA.
There you go.
And you know, we're gay guys and we're married for 5 years, and gay guys love beautiful women. You know, they think that we hate women. That's bullshit. We hate ugly women. No. We love beautiful women. We love to compliment them and tell them they're beautiful without expecting something in return.
I've definitely felt the love from a lot of gay men.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We appreciate what you look like and how you dress and how you act. No, we see more of you than.
And I appreciate you as well.
No, but seriously, we see more of you in film than the audience does, because we look at your nails, we look at your clothes, we look at your hair, we look at your face.
It is hard to get most men to look at my nails, and they're good.
No, men.
Absolutely,
men look at one thing, and then you say, "Hello, my face is up here." You know that old joke. But gay men look at everything, you know.
Actually, we were at Randy Jones. Randy Jones is in the Village People, and he had a birthday in New York Friday night, and we went to his birthday party, and there was these two girls that everybody was taking pictures of. They were kind of scantily clad, but literally, I mean, like they looked like supermodels. And I walked, and everybody was like oogling them and everything. And I walked over to them and said, "You guys are really beautiful." And I said, "And I'm gay. I'm not trying to hit on you or anything. So just to let you know, it's a real compliment because you're just gorgeous, you know. And I don't want anything from it. I'm just letting you know."
Yeah, but I said the same thing to one of them. You know what she said?
What?
Oh, what did she say? I'd hit on you. So I said, "I'm old enough to be your grandfather." She said, "But it's called distinguished." I looked at me. She was kidding with me, but they were lovely girls. So, okay, getting back to you. So now we have
Sunny. First of all, you guys, if you want to follow Sunny on Twitter, she's on Twitter at Sunny Mabrey, SUNNYMABREY. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things. You guys know her from many, many things, but if you're a fan of Once Upon a Time, you know her as Glinda, and she's so beautiful.
Okay, but before you get into her PR stuff. I want to get people to know who she is. Where are you from?
I'm from Alabama. Originally.
Oh,
Jimmy's dad was from Alabama.
no, Kentucky.
Same.
Really?
Oh.
It's like New Jersey and New York. You know, if you say I'm from New York, you say, oh, same thing as Jersey.
Are you from New York?
Oh, how can you can't tell?
I heard the accent. I wasn't able to place the exact.
Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, good old Brooklyn, New York.
I'm from Florida.
Okay.
I'm a Gator, actually. I went to University of Florida, so I'm a Florida Gator.
What's your what's the city that you grew up in?
I actually grew up in West Palm Beach. Miami, West Palm. I'm everything native Florida. So Miami, West Palm Beach. I went to high school in Jacksonville, college in Gainesville, and when I graduated, I lived in Fort Lauderdale, Pompano, and Boca.
Nice. Okay, I've lived both of those places that you guys are from, and I love them dearly.
Now, did you graduate as the most popular girl?
Not at all. Not at all.
Way.
I know it's a cliche to say this, but I was a huge nerd, and I really was a band nerd. And I still love the band and the fact that I did all that, but I couldn't get popular for some reason. I tried.
Are you serious?
Nerds rule now, though. It's
you
fabulous.
didn't win Best Looking in your graduation class?
So I did end up winning Homecoming Queen in my senior year.
Excuse me, bitchette. Oh, excuse me. I was homely and horrible. Nobody loved me, but I was homecoming queen. Oh, excuse me.
But there is a key. There's a catch to that, and that is I was never popular. And then I guess my class got tired of voting for the same people to win every year. So all of a sudden, I'd never won any of that stuff. And
you know why? And you know why? My daughter Leslie was Miss Long Island, Miss New York, first runner-up in Miss America, Eastern Division.
Wow.
She looks like Michelle Pfeiffer or Grace Kelly. She's outrageously beautiful. She was a Powers model, okay? Couldn't get a date. You know why? The boys were terrified of her because they all said, a girl that looks like that's not going to want a guy like me. And my daughter used to say to me, Daddy, when I go on a date, I wish a guy would take me to a movie. I said, why, Leslie? She said, they always take me to parties to show me off. So when you're very beautiful, you are not popular. Okay?
I don't even think I blossomed until later, though. Like, I was kind of invisible. I really was. Like, I was quiet. I had my friends that were also, like, fellow nerds, and
Yeah, but
every once in a while, your Alabama little like
wait a
twang
second.
comes out. It's beautiful.
Wait a
it really
second.
is. It's
I
so
gotta
cute.
get the facts here. I gotta get the facts. How did you become homecoming queen?
Because I think maybe my senior year, I don't know, maybe the guys started to notice me a little bit, and then it kind of caught on just to vote for me because I'd never gotten anything before. I really think it was kind of like a fluke.
Homecoming queen, there's nothing better than being homecoming queen. Unless you're like a faggot and you're the queen. Drag queen. I've been voted best drag queen.
That's an amazing honor as well. I thought after that I would become popular, but I didn't. It didn't help at all.
No, but you married a handsome movie star.
Yeah, I did. That's true.
So hold on, did you how long have you been acting?
Well,
I'm not finished snooping.
I know, but I
want to know if she's got children.
You're gonna date me quite a lot if I tell you that, but it's been like 18, maybe almost 20 years since I started acting.
20 years.
I have a stepson, but I haven't any of my own.
Right.
But I've been around in my stepson's life since he was 3, and he's now.
So he's like yours.
17 now.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Way cool.
His mom's close by too, and we're all really super close.
Right.
So it's
actually,
great.
though, you don't look old at all. No matter how old you are, you look like you could look like you could be in your mid-20s. So the fact that you're older than
I would have said when I first saw her, I pegged her at like 28, 29.
Yeah, so
30 tops.
So you're doing very well.
Thank you. Please.
She's got that baby face. They never get old.
So I went through your whole catalog of everything that you've been in, which I've seen tons of everything that you've been in. Like The New Guy is like another one because I'm old. Like that's like a movie that was just such a great movie. But I don't see anything in your thing as like extra. Like all I do is see you in movies, and like you're all right. You didn't like. It's like you didn't even have to like start with like the shit that everybody has to do. You automatically like got good shit right, good roles and things right away, and that you didn't have to like. If you look on my IMDb, I've got like 50 fucking extra credits.
Yeah, and every extra movie was a horror. It was a piece of crap.
You know what? I did do a couple of extra parts, but I started as a model, and then I started doing commercials, and then I kind of.
That's because she's so ugly. I love her. She's got balls. This one, I love this one. She's got great big balls. I'm ugly. Nobody liked me in school. I wasn't popular. I won homecoming queen. I'm a model.
She's a late bloomer, though.
Ask my high school classmates. I wish they were here.
Please,
yeah,
please.
It's true. I'm telling you. But
yeah, and you were a model. What else did you win?
I started modeling after my first year of junior college.
Did you win a beauty contest?
No, I never did contests.
So you didn't really model for that long if you quit after your first year of junior college.
No, I didn't quit then. I started then.
Started then. Okay, I was going to say that was quick. Okay, so
look how pretty she is.
Did really you study acting in college, or what did you study in college?
Acting. Yeah, I eventually studied acting. I started out as an art major. I had an art scholarship and did my first year on that. Then I went and modeled for a little while. Kind of lost my second year of that scholarship. My mom was not happy, but she eventually came to accept my entertainment choices. And I wanted to go to school, though, with people my age because I knew I wanted to go to college and graduate. And from what I heard back then, modeling was like over at 22, which isn't true.
19.
I don't know. I found out that it's not the case, not at all. So, thankfully. But anyway, I stopped modeling and I went back to school, University of Mobile, and that's where I started out in art, and then I took a theater elective and started doing set design and set construction and stuff because I'm like, I'm already an artist. Like, that's impractical enough. Do I have to also really love acting? Like, it's not a good job idea. So I tried to, I kept saying I'm going to go to graduate school to be a set designer, but I ended up acting, and I was doing.
Oh, you became an actress because you wanted steady work, benefits,
yeah,
and retirement money.
So you guys, just to give an idea of some of the things you guys have seen Sunny in. She was in The New Guy, Species 3, XXX State of the Union, One Last Thing, Final Approach with Dean Cain, Anthony Michael Hall, and Ernie Hudson. I just bring that up because they've all been on the show.
Ernie.
Because they've all been on this.
We know Ernie well. Ernie's a sweetie.
I didn't see not since I
love Ernie.
Hang on, I didn't see Ernie's also in her husband's show.
Oh yeah.
He plays Lily Tomlin's boyfriend. Right. We freak out when we see Ernie. He's a cool guy.
You were in Not Since You, which I didn't see, but I'm a huge fan of Kathleen Robertson and Christian Kane because I'm like from the Beverly Hills 90210 generation, and she's like was on Beverly Hills 90210. You were on an episode of Rules of Engagement, and our Christmas Eve show was Patrick Warburton was our guest on the show. So he's really cool. She's in Mad Men, Repo with Jason Mewes. He's been on the show. Memphis Beat with Jason Lee and DJ Qualls, and Jason Lee's been on the show. In Plain Sight, The Closer, Vegas, The Child with Eric Roberts, The Trainer, The Client List, which I freaking love that show. We had a bunch of people from that show on the show. The Glades, which I was an extra in, but it's not on my resume because
you never. They saw the back of your head.
I know they saw the back of my head, but I was in Florida, so that was a lot of fun. Teacher of the Year with Keegan Michael Key, who's become one of the biggest stars in Hollywood at the moment. Still the King with Billy Ray Cyrus and Joey Lauren Adams. A Bunch of Dicks with Ethan Embry, her husband, who I didn't know when I wrote those little notes, and I wrote that down because I thought that was a cute title.
Now we can really torture him.
Escaping Dad, Snakes on a Plane, and Once Upon a Time with every great stars. And now she has a new movie. It's a movie, right? Beyond the Trek.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
it's a movie. I saw it's on video on demand. It stars Michael Nouri, John Posey, T.J. Hogan,
Michael.
Lance Broadway, and her.
Yes, Michael. Tell Michael. Halloween night I was with John Voight when they threw eggs at Angie Voight and Angelina Jolie. She was a little kid. My daughter Deirdre is Angie's friend, And we took them to the haunted house in Beverly Hills, John Voight and I. And suddenly, Doris Day's son, Camden, started throwing eggs at Angelina Jolie, Angie Voight. And John wasn't bothered. I was upset. And Michael just walked around the corner, and he was appalled at it. And so we just spent the evening trotting along. He's the nicest guy.
Yeah, he's a super nice
and
guy.
And he's handsome as hell. He's so handsome.
Very good looking man.
Gorgeous.
You favor, you and him.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
That was a compliment.
What'd she say?
Talking about how handsome he was and you are.
Well, she had to return it after I complimented her.
No, you guys.
But listen. I'm talking business.
Your head, but
listen to me. I'm talking business. Now listen. What is the name of the casting director of the show with Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin?
Oh my gosh.
Well, whatever the name.
Thank you, Grace. That's the name.
I know, because I auditioned for
the casting director. Is who?
Oh, you should be on that show.
Shut up! You're stepping on my lines again. You know, I set her up, and then you come in and do it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, bullshit! Get the fuck out of my way. I mean it. I was going to say I'm going to talk to the casting director and tell her to put her in that show.
No, she's already auditioned for it. She just told you she auditioned for it.
She did?
Yeah.
It was so long ago, though. I auditioned for the pilot for Brooklyn's role.
Oh, and Brooklyn.
Same.
Fantastic. Yeah. She's fantastic. I mean, I have to say, you're fantastic too, but she does a great job on
Well,
the show.
I think you should do a guest spot on that show.
Oh, thank you. I would love
want
to
tell the casting director. You know, she could play.
We can tweet to her. We'll find out who she is, and we can tweet to her because everybody listens to.
Because
my tweets.
You know what? Do you know? Oh Jesus! I'm 77 years old, so you're going to have to forgive me if I don't remember anything a little bit. So this is it, Jimmy. Stan
Zimmerman.
Stan Zimmerman. Do you know Stan Zimmerman, the comedy writer? He's fabulous.
The name is very familiar, but
he wrote the first season of Golden Girls.
He also.
Stop it. He's doing a parody to the Golden Girls, and it's called Silver Foxes. But we can't get it on the air because the networks don't want to get involved with something so gay. It's about 4 men who live together who are gay, sort of like the Golden Girls, but a gay man's thing. And
right.
Stan Zimmerman is probably like one of the greatest writers out there.
He wrote Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's all over the place. He's like Hollywood's new. No, he's Hollywood's new boy. You know, when everybody gets on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
And you know, he's promised me a couple of spots as one of these guys' boyfriend.
Oh wow.
Or something. So I want to get.
Come on as a guest star.
Right.
Yeah, I want to get Silver Foxes, you know, up and running, so we promote it every opportunity we can.
So
Not only for that, but because Stan Zimmerman is so fucking.
Yeah, he's a nice,
excuse me,
very nice
excuse
guy.
me for cursing. Do you mind if I curse? Does it offend you?
I don't have a problem with it.
Hold on, let's go back.
Wait. When you ask an actress in Hollywood, do you mind if I curse? If she says yes, then she's really a nun. She's not an actress.
So let's go back. You have Beyond the Trek because we want to talk about it a little bit because I've got like a 1.5 minute trailer we're going to play so people can see it.
Okay.
So you've got Beyond the Trek. It's available on video on demand. Actually, when they first, which we should say hi to October Coast who set this interview up. I actually thought it had something to do with I actually thought it was like a Star Trek spinoff. I wasn't sure exactly like what it is. So, but it's not really a Star Trek spinoff, right? It's just a space movie, but it is a space movie.
Yes, it's definitely a space movie and definitely sci-fi, mostly set in space. But it used to be called something else, but now it's Beyond the Trek, and it is not related to Star Trek.
What part do you play?
I play the role of Iris Duncan. I'm the first mate of the ship.
Good. So then What position do you hold in the casting?
I believe I'm number 1. So.
Oh, so you're the star. Don't be modest.
Yes, she is the star.
You're the star of the movie. We need that.
She is the star.
No, you're the star, honey. You're the star. If you're number 1 position, you're the star.
And it was originally called
Lance Broadway as well. He was the he's
a co-star. He's second.
Oh, they're the 2 stars. Yes, but it was called Telios originally. I think something. I don't know how you pronounce it.
That's stupid because who'd ever remember that?
So they changed it to Beyond the Trek. And here's the little synopsis, everybody. A deep space mining vessel has been adrift for 2 years. It is suspected the crew brutally killed each other, but the reason for the bloodbath is unknown. A rescue crew is sent to find if there are any survivors, what happened, and why. And we're going to play the little clip. Chad, do you have the clip?
Is this a major release?
It's on video on demand.
Oh,
It's not in theaters.
So it's not a major release. Okay. Years ago we called it a major release.
It's gone the festival circuit, and it's played in a lot of theaters at this point, but in festivals. So now it's coming out on video on demand and on iTunes and on Vudu.
I love it, and it's it's on.
I certainly will watch it.
You can even buy it on YouTube and watch it on YouTube.
Do you have aliens in it?
Are there aliens? Well, I don't know if I'm allowed.
I love alien movies.
She can't tell you.
Just shake your head a little. Just do this. Watch.
So hold on.
No, I love. If I don't have aliens,
aliens,
I get depressed.
He loves aliens.
Because
Hang on.
They're our relatives.
Chad, do you have it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So how about Sunny? You introduced it. We're gonna just sit for a second. We're gonna play the minute and 20-second clip, and then we will come back and talk about it.
Okay, everybody. This is the trailer for Beyond the Track.
Still nothing from the Atromitos 3 months since the last transmission. We've concluded that all of the crew are dead. Recover the cargo. This mission is vital. We're counting on you.
We'll get it done.
The cargo container isn't here.
Something's wrong. Do you have something you want to tell me? I don't think that the cargo is what we've been told.
We need answers.
PTSD, depression, depersonalization disorder.
Whatever it was that happened, it must have been terrible. Our friend has used the past few years to learn both Mandarin and Russian.
O'Neill's more lucid than he's been letting on.
He's trying to tell us something.
Before long, you will all irreversibly be losing your minds. I'm sorry.
O'Neill's escaped.
I know you're in here!
Cargo will not be compromised.
There you go, Jimbo, Beyond the Track.
All right, everybody. So that's Beyond the Track, and we have the lead actress from Beyond the Track on the show right now. Her name is Sunny Mabrey, and that movie is actually available on all the digital download sites, iTunes, Amazon, probably. I don't know all of them. I know it's on YouTube because when I was looking for the trailer for it, it's like you can click the button and pay $3.99 and you can watch it. So I know it's on YouTube. So it's going to be on all the digital download sites. It's a lot of fun. It's sci-fi. It's got a great looking cast. Michael Nori's in it. He's super great looking also.
Oh, he's gorgeous. He's like 6'6" or something. How tall is Michael?
I don't know.
I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, and I had to look up to him when I spoke to him. He was way up here.
He plays that part very well because he's just it.
Did you know that years ago he played Dracula on a TV series, and he was gorgeous. He had curly hair like an afro, and he was Dracula. He was young. He was so beautiful as Dracula. Everybody was tearing their necks saying,
Flashdance.
Get me.
Did you see Flashdance? I'm sure you saw Flashdance.
Michael has a pretty good work record.
He was fabulous in Flashdance. So
he hasn't done anything in a long time that really is significant.
All the time.
No, not really. He's never really been superstar quality, but he's a damn good actor. I saw him on Broadway live when he did Victor Victoria.
Oh,
Did you know he was on Broadway?
Every time I turn on Law and Order, he's on Law and Order, so he's like on a lot of cool things.
And when he came out of the theater after we chatted.
Actually, everybody in the chat room says they love the film, looks good, and they all want to see it, so that's a good thing.
We should have Michael on the show.
He follows me on Twitter.
We're going to contact Michael and have him on. When you work with him or see him, tell him to come on the show, that we're a lot of fun and we're nice.
And you never know what to expect. It's fun.
No, but listen. We
see him again.
We only bring out the best in people.
So
Too
hold on,
bad
let's
we
go back.
can't bring out your best because you're so homely, but what can we do?
Right.
Oh.
She's got 7 minutes. Let's talk for a little bit. All right, so you're an actress. You've got great credits. You've worked with huge stars. If you could work with anybody that you haven't worked with yet, who would be on your bucket list? Like, give us a male and a female.
Besides me.
Ron, who else would you like to work with in Hollywood that you haven't had the opportunity yet? Because you're so young, you're going to have plenty of opportunity.
Right.
Right. Well, I would like to work with Ethan because Ethan and I, we've only done that one thing and we only had like maybe one scene together.
Okay.
So we almost did this other movie a long time ago and it fell through last minute. So I've been waiting for the opportunity to actually get to play a real role and have, a really cool film with him. But cool. That being said, I'm a huge fan of so many actresses. I'll just go ahead and throw out Lena Headey. Is that how you say her last name?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Love her so much. Tom Hardy's not bad either.
Oh, a lot of the girls who come on say Tom Hardy.
She looks like Grace Kelly when she do that. Push your hair back and lift your chin up. I'm going to direct you. Push your hair. God, she's Grace Kelly.
Would it be Grace for Halloween?
You should have played Grace Kelly's life. Question: now Jimmy and I work together every week. All right. Jimmy and I do everything together. We travel together. We go to all the openings, the shows, the movie star bullshit. We're together 24/7. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we kill each other, like on the show sometimes. Tell me now, you're working with your husband.
But she doesn't actually work with
No,
him.
wait a minute. Jimmy, get the fuck out of my world. I hate him. I'm going to divorce him as soon as I can. I'm waiting for him to get rich. Then I'm going to divorce him because I get half. Right now I get nothing. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. So when you do, if and when you do work with your husband, do you think you're going to have evening problems about when he says to you, I don't care for that line. I don't like the way you deliver it. It doesn't make my line good. And then you're going to say to him, well, your line stinks because you're a lousy actor. And then he's going to say, well, you're nothing but a beauty. You can't act either. And then you're going to go back and forth. And then the next day you're in a divorce court and you're cleaning him out.
I don't foresee that. We've already, just because, hey, the SHIT may hit the fan in some other fashion, God forbid. But we work together a lot all the time anyway, because I do a lot of, we make our own stuff. I mean, he's really into cinematography at the moment. So I write things and he shoots them and we come up with ideas together and we're always creating things anyway. And yeah, we fight about it a lot, but
because Jimmy and I fight about this show. We never fight in our personal world. We get along beautifully. We never quarrel. The minute it comes about this show, I'm leaving him. I'm getting the dog. The dog is packing. No, my dog is packing. We're moving to Palm Springs to a one-bedroom apartment. Screw you. I'll never see you again. That's how I get crazy because he doesn't listen. He's a know-it-all. Is your husband a know-it-all?
We both are, and I know are.
See?
And we're both so headstrong about our creative vision that, they're going to... It's normal.
So are we.
Well, I think everybody's that
But
way.
it's great. It's too good of a thing to not just power through,
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
No, but you know what happens when there are two people like you? The result is professional and good. Because if you're married to a yes man and you look ugly in a shot and you say, honey, what'd you think I look like in the shot? Oh, you're beautiful. I don't want that. I want the truth. Because my work is my work. So if your husband tells you, I hate the lighting, you didn't look good, which is an impossibility, if he did, you would appreciate it, right? Not get insulted.
No, he definitely is honest. He's honest about. I mean, he also coaches.
What's
people.
your reaction? I want your reaction to that. If he says to you, honey, you didn't look good in that scene at all. The lighting was bad. You look terrible. How do you react?
It wouldn't be because he doesn't think I look good in general. It's just in the shot. It's very objective, Yeah.
Well, there are actors, or I know an actress, a very good friend of mine. 2 minutes, she would have turned around and said, oh, well, I look good in any lighting. It's just your opinion,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can be sensitive about stuff like that.
That's
but he's been doing this for so long that I trust that that's what he's talking about is the technical,
right?
You could look better if we had.
You know who Joan Crawford was?
Oh yeah,
actress. Yeah, Joan Crawford had the same lighting man for years and years, because he used to put palm branches in front of the lighting or Venetian blinds, because she had such a manly face. They used to soften her face with this lighting, and she would never not work with him. Do you have a cameraman that you're crazy about, or your husband?
Well, I mean, he's great, and I would love to have him shoot a lot of things that I do. But I've worked with a lot of amazing people over the years, but I'd love to have my personal face softener.
You don't need a face softener.
How cool would that be?
You don't need a face softener, my dear.
We all do.
You could be shot with no makeup and sunshine and look gorgeous. Are you kidding?
Hey, I know how to light myself, and maybe that's.
Yeah, you look fabulous.
Yeah, you
too.
did a good job
really good job
on our show. This is beautiful lighting.
All right, so hold on, you guys, because we only have a minute. So
Sunny, before they cut me off, I think you're fabulous. What a joy you've been, because I was kind of bummed out about a few things, and you made my day, and I'm so happy you came because you're so pretty. And you made me.
You were bummed out, but I'm glad you feel better now.
Well, I'm having a stent put in on Monday.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so that kind of bummed me out a little because I have to lay low for a couple of weeks, and I hate that.
I understand.
You made me happy, and you made me forget it. And I'm sure all of our viewers, and we have 4.5 million people right now that are watching this. So we've made 4.5 million people.
A lot of people, man. Hey.
To make them happy.
Dad has one of those, and it went fantastically. Just watch a bunch of Netflix. You know what I mean? Just
we're gonna look for all you. I'm gonna Google you on Netflix and see in the search bar. But
there are guests that I like. I certainly watch all their films because now I know you, and I like to watch your work.
So everybody, listen up because we got to go. Follow Sunny on Twitter at Sunny Mabrey. She's a great actress. Yep. Go look her up on IMDb. Watch all her stuff. Watch all her husband Ethan Embry stuff because he's a super talent. Also, we want to thank you for coming on the show. We think you're fabulous. Anytime you have anything to promote, let us know. And we want to thank October Coast for setting this whole thing up. Thank you so much. You're a lovely, lovely, lovely person, and we enjoyed it immensely.
Beyond being lovely, you are delightful.
Thank you. Both of you guys are amazing and so fun to talk to.
It was a fun visit.
Bye. Thank you so much. Everybody, go see Beyond the Trek. Go see Beyond the Trek, everybody. Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Guys, next week, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm glad everybody in the chat room loved it. We had a blast. See you guys next week. Bye.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
I'm just chilling. Every star yo sitting down and designing. Why every man never thinking? What are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC. You can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your one I wanna be. Jimmy Stark, new celebrity.
We'll take you out.